how does Real Madrid face this European Super Cup against Atalanta? How much excitement is there to get the first title of the season? Well, we have all the excitement in the world, all the eagerness in the world. Is the first title at stake of the season? It's going to be a very demanding season, and it could be a very successful season too. So we want to start correctly, bearing in mind all the difficulties that we're going to find. But the team is looking good. We have had not much time to train, but the team is motivated to play, and I think they can play a good game. Well, we have plenty of excitement. Looking forward to it. It's going to be our debut for the full squad, the full debut season, and starting the season with a title would give us a lot of confidence. And we have a big challenge tomorrow against, again, a great rival. Good afternoon, everyone. I think everything has been said already. We have a lot of excitement. Looking forward to it. We want to start the season with the right foot, with the new players who are here to bring a lot to the team, and we are really looking forward to it.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes, Javier Herrera de la cadena SER. Quería preguntarle a
I wanted to ask Carlo Ancelotti, first of all, the arrival of Mbappe. How did he arrive? How do you find him? And if you allow me, another question for both players. For Carvajal, maybe your last season were your best ever, and you may deserve the Ballon d'Or. And for Federico Valverde, do you think your position might change? And would you rather play up front? Would you rather play in the middle? What do you think? Well, Mbappe arrived really well, just like any other player who started on the 7th. We haven't had much time, like I said, but we are looking good. The team is looking good. Kylian too, he arrived in good shape, and he's adapting really well to the team. Obviously, just like anybody else, and he could play tomorrow. Yes, I enjoyed my holidays. During my holidays, I enjoyed a great season I played, both collectively and individually. But there is a new season starting tomorrow with a new challenge, etc. And the most important thing for me is collective titles, silverware. Personal achievements are secondary. Of course, I will be happy to do so, but for me, it's totally secondary. My focus is fully on tomorrow and lifting a new trophy with Real Madrid. Well, like I always say, I'm always at disposal of my coach. Today we have many players up front for Real Madrid, so that's going to be complicated. But I will give my best for the team in order to keep growing, keep growing as a player and as a person, and as one of just one more of the leaders of the team, and give everything to the team. Just one question. Hi everyone, my question is for Carlo. Do you think the Saudi Arabian League may be a threat for you this summer? No, absolutely not. We have our own role, our own project. We will keep working. Our squad, I have to say, we have great quality in our squad. I think we can achieve something really good here. So that's what we are working for. And the truth is, we are missing important players, but there are other important players that have arrived that need to adapt to the team, and we need to keep working in order to maintain the right atmosphere, the right attitude, the right collective attitude, collective commitment, etc. The same thing that we showed last year. Coach insisting on Fernando's well, we've seen in all front covers that there is an offer from the Arabian football because they want Vinicius. Have you spoken to him? Is there a Vinicius case? Anything? No, there is absolutely nothing. It's just speculation right now, market speculation. from a market that is closing on the 31st of August, and that's that. Nothing
Next
else.
question in the middle, please, for the one next to Real Madrid TV. Yes.
Buenas tardes, José Luis Sánchez para Jóvenes de la Sexta. Para los tres, si podéis responder los
For the
tres,
three of you,
mejor.
if you may
Estos 4 o 5
reply,
días que lleva Mbappé con el equipo,
in those
no sé si
4
os
or
ha
5 days
sorprendido,
that Mbappe has
impactado
been with the team,
o no
have you been
esperabais o
shocked,
esperabais lo que estáis
impacted
viendo.
anyhow? Did you expect to see what you are seeing
Bueno, me ha tocado
in
sufrirle
him?
enfrente
Well, I
varias
had to
veces
suffer him or
y
play
bueno, como
against
compañero
him
corroboro
several
que es un
times,
grandísimo
but as
jugador,
a
creo que
teammate,
nos va a ayudar
I
muchísimo
can
a hacer una
guarantee
gran temporada.
he's an exceptional player and he's going to bring a lot to the team. Yeah, I have shared a couple of training sessions with him. At the end of the day, he's a player. We know the kind of player that he is. He's one of the best in the world. I think he's going to bring a lot to the team. He's very excited about being here. He's extremely motivated to start this new stage with Real Madrid. I think he's going to leave his imprint.
Lady at the back, please. Thank you.
Lo mismo.
Oh, well, he's adapting really well, Mbappe. He arrived in really good condition. He's trained. He's focused on the training. He's motivated. He's training well. He shows his quality, his extraordinary qualities. He's showing his extraordinary qualities. Yesterday, we were interviewing one of the fan clubs, Real Madrid fan clubs presidents, and he said that Real Madrid, Mbappe had to arrive at this dressing room like a prince in order to adapt and not like a king. Are there princes and kings at this dressing room? Well, no, like I said, the atmosphere in our dressing room, for what I've seen in this during this year, it's a very clean, healthy atmosphere. You know, that which is it's the kind of atmosphere created by players that have been here, like Nacho, Carvajal, Valverde, Modric, Dani Carvajal. There is no princesses or kings or anything. We're talking about a group of players with different qualities, of course, but who have been able to bring all these qualities together at the service of the team. And that's exactly the same as we want to achieve this.
Good evening. My question is in English, and my question is to Coach Carlo Ancelotti. I'm here.
Where are you? Okay.
I'm wearing white. Maybe that's why you couldn't see me. I'm going back to Vinicius. I'm very sorry for that. You talked about the story being just speculations, and that's my question. Do you think this type of stories unsettle the players? When he thinks about 200 million, is all over the news. Does this affect him in training or his focus in general?
If he is a speculation, of course it doesn't affect him. He's really happy to stay here, and to do his best because he's a fantastic player. So I want to help Real Madrid to be at the top as he did in the last few years.
Next question, please.
Good evening. I wanted to ask the gaffer what he makes of Atalanta. Gasperini spoke about you in glowing terms earlier on, and he said that Ancelotti probably will have a few more selection headaches and Gasperini is a bit short-staffed. Do you think Gasperini is the best coach in Serie A?
They got to the end of to the final, to the Europa League final, thanks to that great work from the team and from Gasperini. He's an exceptional coach. He's a great friend. We have a really good relationship. He's tactically a really good coach, and I think it's going to be a very difficult game tomorrow for us. I know that Atalanta are missing a group of players, but I'm really sure they're going to be able to.
Good evening, Roman Kotler, Tribuna.com. I have a question about Andriy Lunin current situation. He will stay at Real Madrid or go to another club this summer? Thank you.
I have to answer, or Carvajal? And Andrei is our goalkeeper. As I said, we have a fantastic squad. We have the luck to have, I think, my opinion, personal, best goalkeepers, best defenders, best midfielders, and best strikers. So Lunin is part of our squad, important part of our squad, because last year he was important part of our squad.
Next question at the front, please.
Hello, Pacho Salugashvili, La Gazzetta Georgia. About 20 years ago, Real Madrid had big stars, big players, Galactico, but there was not such result as club and fans want. For now, when Kylian Mbappe joins to Real Madrid, club also has big players, world-class players, and everyone thinks that Real Madrid still win every game and every match. Is this some pressure for coach and for team? Thank you.
Well, of course, we have a bigger responsibility this year because everyone are thinking that we are the best team, the best squad. Maybe, I think we have, as I said, we have the best players, I think, and we have to build the best team. And this means to work every day, doing the thing right.
Hola, aquí Abraham Romero, El Mundo, para los tres. Hoy,
A question for the three of you. Tomorrow there is a new season starts. If it all goes according to plan, it will end on the 15th of July of 2025 in the Club World Cup final. You've been training for a week, Carlo. When Real Madrid started training very recently. Do you see any sense in playing such a long season, play for 12 months, 80 games, etc.? Well, it makes no sense. I've said this before many times. It's impossible to maintain an optimal level of performance traveling that much to the Intercontinental Cup, the Club World Cup final, Cup World Cup, etc. So many games in between. It's impossible to perform in 72 to 80 games at a top level. I think that should be analyzed by the people in charge of football, because it's practically impossible to see top level games, and the games level goes lower, and we suffer from that, and so do our families. Well, and also we in South America, we have to fly for 12 hours to play for our national teams and fly back for 12 hours, and that's very complicated and very hard. We trained much less this year, and that is going to be very complicated at the end of the season, but we try to do our best every day. We are professional, we are mature players. We try to do try to do the best for our team, with the right kind of food, the right kind of rest, etc. But it gets very tricky at times. Well, I think the most important thing is what my players think. It is them who are going to play 90 minutes every game. It's them who have to travel, etc. So as what Danny and Fede said, I think it's clear enough. Mbappe's arrival, does it change the order as far as penalty takers are concerned? Is he going to be the first penalty taker now? Well, he is a penalty taker. In the last few years, he's been doing it really well. But since Bellingham also shot good penalties, and during the Euros, Valverde was spectacular in the Copa America too. So we have several players to choose, but I will have to choose one of them for the game tomorrow. Obviously, I need to choose one of the players who will be starting the game tomorrow. My question is for Ancelotti. As a coach, there is very little that you have to prove. Many people say that it's going to be very complicated for you to mix in Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Bellingham, etc. There is no room for everybody. So what does Carlo Ancelotti think when he hears this? Well, I think that I have a huge problem. All summer long, I've been thinking about, have ruined my holidays, thinking, who am I going to play up front? So it's no, really, it's the simplest thing is to know that the good players are always going to play and are always going to bring something in, right? So if you are intelligent and you are clever, it's easy for you. There is no problem for us because there are so many games that I can't think that I'm going to have to count on the same 11 players for 70 something games. So you have to think that last year, the players who didn't play that much in the beginning, they brought so much to the team. The players who came off the bench brought so much to the team in very important games. So
we'll take the last two questions, first one there, and then at the front on the right.
Aquí a su derecha, Carlos Rubén Cañizares de ABC. A vueltas con el calendario.
Back to the schedule, the match schedule, could be 70 games this season if you end up playing for every trophy. That would make you do 140 press conferences. I don't know, when you sit in front of the press like you're doing now, and we sometimes judge your knowledge of football, etc. We probably have no idea compared to you. Is this hard? Is this hard work for you, or would you sometimes want to get up and go? No, absolutely not. It's not a problem for me at all to sit here and talk about football, because in the end we talk about football and it's what I like. Some questions might be a bit trickier, but it's part of the job and it's part of your job. So for me, sitting in front of the press, it's part of the job, comes with the job. It's a good, positive part of the job. Sometimes it's even fun too. So,
last question, please.
Okay, good evening. I'm from Laszlo Schüler from Hungarian RTL. Question for Mr. Ancelotti and the new number 8 player. How is life without Toni Kroos? How do you change your game on the midfield?
Yeah, well, Toni was a fantastic player, of course. But he decided, we have to respect his decision. But we have the possibility to replace him, of course, with not this special kind of quality, but different quality, like Valverde, like Tchouaméni, Camavinga. So maybe we can play a little bit different, with less possession, more vertical play. But I think our style has to adapt to the characteristic of the players. And so we have different players from Toni Kroos. We will play different football, and it will be.
We all know what Toni meant for football and for Real Madrid, especially what he meant for many young players, like especially me, that I admired him through all my life. I grew up so much, I learned so much from him. I grew up next to him. Very much every word, every piece of advice was an honor for me to receive and to hear. So playing with this number as of today is a great honor, not only for me, but also for my family, because for us, he was a reference as a person, as a player, at home, at my home. So I will try to do my best carrying his number in my back. And Federico Valverde will try to bring everything he's got as a person, as a player, as a teammate inside the dressing room. Of course, we miss him in the dressing room because we shared so much with him, talking about football, talking about family, etc. But life goes on, football goes on, and we will have to play along with it.
And we'll take, one very last question for Polish media at the back, please.
Good evening, at the Melnik TVN24. I'm gonna ask your coach po polsku in Polish. Chciałem zapytać, bo teraz wraca trener.
I would like to ask you, coach. Thank you. Translation. The coach has come back to Warsaw. 2 years ago was the last time that you played here with the team. What are your memories of Warsaw? And you play here at the national stadium where the national team usually plays. And quick question, whether we can expect Kylian Mbappe to start tomorrow as well.
That it was a very complicated game. This is a fantastic stadium. We are delighted to play here and to show all our quality in front of all the Polish fans who like Real Madrid.